Alright, welcome back to Windows Server 2008. We're looking at Activity 9-4 and creating a forward lookup zone. So our company has resources your employees must access that aren't part of the Windows domain. You think the names of these resources should be resolved by the DNS servers running on domain controllers. So we decide to create a new zone that doesn't accept dynamic updates. So all entries must be created manually. So we've logged on to our server as administrator, and I've opened DNS Manager already. So we want to click to expand the server, which we've done, and right-click Forward Lookup Zones. And go to New Zone there. So in the zone type window, we want to make sure that the primary zone is clicked and we store the zone in Active Directory, which we have. And in the replication scope window, we want to make sure the to all DNS servers in this domain option is selected. So we got that one. And in this box we want to do our server -external.com. Click next. And then in this dynamic update window we want to click the do not allow dynamic updates, which is the bottom one here. And so we just want to finish that up. Okay, so now that that's finished, we want to expand the forward lookup zone folder, which we've done, and then expand the external folder. Notice we have two kinds of records in the zone file: the start of authority and the name server records. So we're going to right click on this one and go to new host, and we are going to type server 06-ext, and the FUDN is automatically added to the beginning, and in the IP address box we want 192.168. That's the IP address of my server right there. We don't want this to be clicked, but we do want, or the other one, then we just want to go down here and click add host, and it tells us it has been successfully created. So we'll just click done, and then to test our new entry we're going to open up the command prompt, and we are going to ping server 06-ext.w2k88006-external.com. Let's try that again. 6 dash. Oh, I see what I did already. A dash instead of this equal sign that I put in. So there you go, it pings, it's received all of it, so it was successful. So we've got that set up. Alright, so the next we're going to try to ping server 06-ext. And it lets us know that they could not find host server 06-ext. That happens because the domain name isn't included in the name to look up. So in this case, only the default domain name is used, which is the w2k8ad06.com, and there's no DNS entry for server 06-ext in our domain. So to solve the problem, we're going to do a couple things here. First, we want to do ipconfig/all more. The first few lines of our output are mostly just DNS client configuration information. The primary DNS suffix and DNS suffix search list lines should show our domain name. So there's our domain right there, primary DNS suffix, there's our domain right there. So let's now close this one, and we will go to look at our local area connections property box. So you can right click down here and go to your network and sharing center, manage network connections, right click properties, and we're looking at IP version 4. So we want to open the Advanced tab here. And then go over to the DNS tab. So we want to append these DNS suffixes in order. So we're going to click this one, and then we're going to click Add, and then we're going to type w2k8ad06-external.com and click Add, and then we're going to click Add again and just type the domain and add that one. And once we do that, we want to actually click the green up arrow to move it to the top of the list, because it's the domain we'll be accessing most often. So we'll click OK until we get out of this menu. Okay, so now let's go back into the command prompt and do an ipconfig/all more. And once we do that, you can see the DNS suffix search list reflects the information we just entered in the DNS tab. So it does have both of them, both of the ones that we just entered in our TCP/IP settings dialog box. So now, once again, we will try to ping server 06-ext. And now that we've added that other DNS suffix, we see that we have been successful on reaching that server. So that is a little bit about creating a forward lookup zone and how you go about doing that. Thank you very much for watching.